Hi, I'm Bob Hartzell. I lead CEI's Ecological Services practice. Today I'm at one of my favorite project sites here in Woburn, Massachusetts to talk about wetland mitigation. This site includes about 1.5 acres of wetlands that were damaged by industrial pollution. Wetland mitigation is generally done in 3 ways. First is by restoring wetlands that have been damaged, either with things like new soils or new plantings. The next way is by enhancing wetlands. So this can be done, for example, by making improvements in wildlife habitats, such as bird boxes, or by planting shrubs such as highbush blueberry that have a really high wildlife food value. Or, in this case, the third example, is by constructing a brand new wetland in an area that used to be an upland. Just a few years ago, the wetland that I'm standing next to here used to be a degraded upland forest adjacent to an industrial park. So let's go inside and take a closer look. Constructed wetlands have 4 primary design elements. The first is grading. The site needs to be excavated down to an elevation that will ensure that it's wet enough to support both wetland plants and development of wetland soils. The second is soils. We'll take a look here at the soil auger. You can see we've got nice, it's a dark, loamy soil. It's about 10% organic content. Good rich soil here, and towards the bottom of the auger you can see some of the native soils that were quite a bit sandier and lighter. The next step is the placement of woody debris like you see here. Sections of trees and also large branches are placed throughout the site, and what this does is it provides both, again, some natural microtopography, but also a long-term source of organic matter that will slowly decompose as the insects get into it. So once that's done, the last step is plantings. So depending on the type of wetland that's intended, you can either put in plantings by way of seed, plug plantings, or planting of trees such as this river birch or this black willow over here. There's a wide variety of herbaceous plants at this site, sort of scattered throughout. We've got blue vervain here, broadleaf cattail, some Joe pieweed in the back there, and a wide variety of other herbaceous plants. After the first few growing seasons, it's been great to see that the planting plan is really going as intended, and we've got a thriving wetland here that's doing great. However, one of the challenges that we did have to contend with was here in the tree mounds. You can see the dense growth of this blue vervain, which is quite tall. Right now, here in July, it's only about maybe 2/3 of its growth, and in about a month, it's going to be taller than me. This plant was growing so well that it was actually out-competing in these tree mound areas and making some of the trees and shrubs struggle. So, as you can see behind me, this black willow is doing great now that its canopy height is above the blue vervain. So with a little bit of replanting and with a little bit of time, allowing these trees to get to their height above the blue vervain, we expect that this will continue and that the tree mound areas are going to continue over time to give us the forested condition that was intended. A really important part of the planting plan for this site was to include a variety of species that have high food value for birds and mammals, such as silky dogwood, winterberry holly. A lot of the woody species are planted around the perimeter of the wetland, but all of the herbaceous plants in the interior also have high wildlife food value. It's been great to see that wildlife habitat development has been outstanding, with more abundant and diverse wildlife showing up each year. Mammals, reptiles, amphibians, waterfowl, and all connected to the adjacent river corridor. Thank you for watching this video. Please give me a call if you'd like to discuss a wetland mitigation project, or check out CEI's website if you'd like to learn more about CEI's Ecological Services practice.